Good afternoon. Today is the 6th of June and I'm in a car park in a garden centre near Godstone in Surrey. And the reason for that is I've got Matt Richardson from Furious Driving in the car with me. He's today been driving my lady wife's 2014 MG3 style. And the car behind him is his 1993 Rover 220 Coupe, also known as a Tomcat. Yes, I love the Rover Coupe, very nice. So expect to see a review of that car next week on my channel. And Matt, what did you think of your drive of the MG3 today?
I was pleasantly surprised. I had not driven one of the current generation, or this generation of MG3s before, and had seen some not glowingly positive reviews. Some people were quite kind to it, others weren't, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought it was actually rather good, especially for the value of the price that you'll pay for one of these cars. It's surprisingly impressive, with a good level of kit and a really good chassis.
Excellent. Now, you've been on YouTube for quite a number of years. How did you first get started?
Well, it really came about by chance, sort of. I was working for various car magazines, and one of the things I was doing was test driving classic cars, but taking still photos of them only. And I thought it'd be quite fun one day to just put some GoPros on it and get a bit of moving footage just for fun, really. And so after I'd test drive a car and take my still photos, I would do a short drive with 2 or 3 GoPros, move the GoPros around and edit it into a maybe 3 minutes, just something goes for a drive. And that's where my goes for a drive playlist comes from. And so a good variety of interesting old sort of 50s, 60s and even older cars going for a blast around country lanes. And it was relatively popular, and I didn't get many subscribers, a couple of hundred over about 9 years, and it made a small amount. I could maybe go over a pint off the YouTube income every other month, and I was happy with that because it kept me amused. And then about a year ago, maybe a year and a bit, YouTube changed the parameters of how they work. They said you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and a minimum watch time in order to continue getting money from your videos. Watch time wasn't a problem because there's one particular video I took of robots working in a car factory quite a few years ago now, and it's only a very short video, but it's had over 1 million views. It's like 1.5 million watches so far, which is remarkable, and it alone got me the watch time with no problems. However, my subscriber count was woeful because I wasn't doing anything to engage people and get people to continue to want to watch more, because it was just cars driving. And so at that point, about a year ago, I decided to turn the YouTube channel into something proper. I was going to actually have a proper go at it. I'm a stills photographer, and I have been for about 20 something years, so I can understand light, and I can photograph a car nicely, and I can pose it and position it, and I'm quite particular about how I'll do an interior because I want the lighting to be nice and that kind of thing. And I had done a certain amount of video work. Audio took me a long time to learn over the last year, but that's a digression. Once I'd started, I realised I had to talk on camera and actually talk about the cars themselves and review them. So I had to get my head around doing that and stand in front of the camera, which I didn't really want to do. And as I'm a serial car buyer, I've got about, I think, 7 or so at the moment. I'd seen other channels where people talk about their collections of cars. I thought maybe there would be some interest in that as well. So I started doing that and found that actually there was. And around the time, I acquired a barn-find Mercedes W123, which had been languishing in a barn for 15 years and had a lot of parts taken off it. And I was initially just going to flip it. I got it home, I was going to flip it for whatever cash I could get for a dead W123. But I put it on the channel, just saying, will this thing start? And it got a good response. And that enthusiasm and encouragement from viewers who've kind of stuck with this project actually really encouraged me to keep on going. And so it's become kind of a bit of a symbiotic thing, in that people are coming to the channel, they're watching the stuff, which is great, but then they're feeding back to me and hoping my enthusiasm is giving them something from the videos, but their enthusiasm coming back is giving me the motivation to keep going with my cars. So that's very good. And in the last couple of months, the subscriber count has risen relatively well. I'm now just over 5,000 subscribers, and I'm quite pleased with the way the channel's going. So I'm hoping that people are enjoying watching what I'm putting out there.
So Matt, will we be able to see any more of your cars on my channel?
Absolutely, yes. Well, the Mini, I've got a wire edge pre-production Mini Cooper, which you're very welcome to drive anytime you like. That's on tax right now. My Alpha 145 Cloverleaf, it's just gone on sawn because I have too many cars, I can't tax them all at the same time. So I'm going to do a few jobs on that, and once that's back on the road, you are very welcome to drive the Alpha 145. My daily is a Mercedes C-Class, but I think you have one in the family already. But
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be welcome to drive that. What else do we have?
That's ones that are working at the moment.
They're working at the moment.
Yeah.
The Rover 2000, I haven't put this on video yet, but that developed a small fault the other day, and I need to get that working before the Bromley pageant where it's booked in on the hub nut stand. But I need to look at that quite urgently, and I'll put that into a video explaining what's gone wrong and how hopefully I'm going to fix it, and hopefully it won't be too expensive. They've
had this classic Ian Seabrook. I mean, we're both looking forward to going to the Bromley pageant on the 23rd of June. A friend of mine and I will be there as well, so we will see you there. Matt, I gather you're going to be reviewing my 2017 Seat Later 1 litre Excellence as well.
Yes, that's a car I have not driven for a long time. I've driven, I think, only one Toledo ever, and I quite enjoyed it. And I said to you earlier that I was utterly blown away with the amount of stuff you could put in the back of it. I actually moved a washing machine in a saloon car, which stunned me. So yes, I'll be very happy to drive that quite soon, actually.
Yes, that's brilliant. So how do people get in touch with you online? What are your social media accounts?
I am obviously on YouTube. I am Furious Driving, all one word. On Facebook there is a Furious channel. I can't say that, completely clip that out. On Facebook I'm facebook.com/Furious Driving. I don't have a Furious... Oh yes, there's a Furious Driving Instagram account as well. I forgot about that. But if you want to email me direct with any cars you think I would be good to drive, then email me at bodyintheboot@gmail.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we believe that, oh dear, fingers on the lens, classic Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. We believe that the review of the Rover 220 Coupe that Matt owns will be on my channel probably towards the end of next week. Mr. Franks will be editing that as usual. So don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful content. Obviously, we know what's coming up now. Matt is very much giving the secret away. My website is www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. Please use the contact link on my homepage to get in touch with me directly if you wish me to source a car for you. It doesn't have to be a Rover, although I do like Rovers. And I've also got a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching.